child born in the 2000s grows up seeing brave heroes reach for the stars. He watches televised moon landings and advances into space, which inspire him to reach for his own heights in his field of interest. Or perhaps he would have. But stories like this one simply aren't happening today. Space travel isn't our country's main priority, and that's understandable, as the turmoil of the world and our own struggling economy require the utmost attention. But to put our space program on the back burner for other frivolous works is undoubtedly a waste of time, effort, and resources. The decline of our space program in recent years has been so rapid that America's role as a lead trailblazer in space exploration could come to an abrupt halt in the next decade, according to Ledyard King of USA Today. However, to neglect the important advancement of our space program would only do more damage to our nation's ability to move forward by limiting our forward movement. By refusing to properly utilize the tool of space travel, we will hinder our growth in fields of medicine, technology, and more. So today, in order to demonstrate the significance of space travel in our society, I'd first like to look at the economic effects of NASA, followed by the advancement space travel affords numerous fields, and finally, the inspirational effect it has on the citizens of America. First, let's consider the ways that NASA affects our economy. While the economy on Earth's soil might seem light years away from NASA's celestial domain, the two are more connected than one might first think. The biggest of these connections being cost, as sending various tools, devices, and machinery to outer space is going to require a large amount of funding. But while costly, NASA's spending only takes up a minuscule amount of the federal budget. One might be surprised to find that NASA's budget is less than 1% of President Obama's proposed 2015 national budget, which you can see is a very minuscule amount. And this is according to Phil Plait in his online Slate article. But it doesn't end there. According to Jeffrey Kluger in his online Time article, President Obama's proposed space budget through the year 2015 is detrimental enough to the program to keep America on the ground for the rest of the decade. And while NASA may not be important enough to continue to fund at a high level in the eyes of our president, the fact remains that NASA has only profited our economy through partnerships such as Boeing and MRI Technologies, as well as technology sold around the world on a daily basis, which could have only been created by leaps granted by space research. Through these and many other avenues, NASA has proven to be a huge benefit to our economy. But besides impacting our economy, space travel also affects civil life. Through the years, NASA has always been a gateway for technological advancement, many of which have trickled down into the use of everyday Americans. In fact, innovations such as cordless power tools, memory foam, water filters, solar panels, and smoke detectors are all due to NASA's space research. So if you've ever been alarmed of a house fire by a smoke detector, you have NASA to thank. But not only this, NASA has been a huge part, and taken a huge part, in the studies of the human body over the years. Advancements in breast cancer detection, artificial hearts, and even prosthetic limbs would not exist without NASA and space research. So as you can see, NASA has impacted, and space travel has impacted, civil life in many ways and made life as a civilian easier and safer. Throughout the years, many of these advancements have been incredibly inspiring. And it seems as if NASA's successes through many different fields throughout the years have inspired hundreds of thousands of young people to pursue their goals, and also given a much-needed boost to those who are already chasing their dreams. Through many years of proactively going out and chasing the unknown, NASA has ran into many obstacles. But it is through overcoming these same hurdles that NASA has truly inspired the masses. Not everyone can find common ground with the themes of space travel, such as astrophysics and engineering, but everyone can relate to overcoming their individual hurdles in life. And from sending the first men to the moon to many technological advancements, NASA has helped many Americans and empowered them to believe in the impossible. To echo this sentiment, astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson, in Chris Heller's online The Atlantic article, stated that as long as NASA is properly funded, it will always be a major source of inspiration for America's youth. And in an age in which pop culture icons and reality television stars rule the roost, there is no doubt that America's youth need role models like Neil Armstrong to help pursue their dreams. So in closing, from NASA's ability to affect the economy, to its ability to advance numerous fields, to the inspiration that it brings to American citizens, there is no doubt that the continuation of space travel is needed in America today. Inspirational stories like Luke haven't been happening recently, but that doesn't mean that they can't begin again. As you see, the desire to reach out to the unknown and to continue to advance never completely leaves the human psyche. Some have forgotten the importance of space travel, but humanity as a whole has not, and our collective curiosity can only be quelled for so long before we are once again reaching for the stars.